Thanksgiving, a time for family, food, and gratitude, sees millions of Americans traveling to reunite with loved ones. This year, 82 million people are on the move, making it one of the busiest holiday seasons in recent memory. But a powerful Winter Storm Bellamy, is threatening to upend those plans. Heavy snow, freezing rain, and biting cold are set to hit just as peak travel begins. Highways and airports, the lifelines of our holiday reunions, are bracing for major disruptions. For many, the question isn't just when they'll arrive, but if they'll make it at all. As the storm unfolds, travelers face a true test of patience and resilience. This Thanksgiving, the journey itself has become a story of determination against the elements. Winter storm. Bellamy couldn't have picked a worse time. Its arrival is nothing short of disastrous for millions of Americans. The storm barrels in right in the middle of record-breaking Thanksgiving travel, when airports and highways are already stretched to their limits. With 82 million Americans on the move, families reuniting, students heading home, and travelers chasing holiday plans, even a small disruption can cause chaos. But this isn't just a minor hiccup. This is a multi-day, coast-to-coast event, stretching from the heartland to the Atlantic. The storm starts its relentless march in the northern plains and Midwest, blanketing towns and highways in snow and ice, then crawls east, impacting the Great Lakes and Northeast by Sunday, bringing treacherous conditions to millions more. Major travel hubs in Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan are in the bullseye, with airports bracing for cancellations and highways turning hazardous. Highways and airports across the region are at risk, as travelers scramble to adjust their plans. The South isn't spared. Soaking rains and thunderstorms will stretch from Texas to the lower Mississippi Valley, threatening flash floods and power outages. By weekend's end, nearly the entire East Coast will feel the storm's effects, from gusty winds to relentless rain, making travel a challenge everywhere. Imagine a crowded hallway, one obstacle, and everything backs up. That's the reality for our nation's travel network right now. The storm is creating a domino effect, with delays and cancellations rippling across the country. With packed planes and jammed roads, there's little room to absorb the inevitable delays and cancellations. Travelers are left anxiously checking their phones, hoping for updates. The result: a precarious nationwide travel gridlock, with frustration mounting as the hours tick by. For millions, the holiday journey is now a race against the storm, as they try to reach loved ones before the worst of Bellamy hits. Travel chaos is already here. Over 800 flights delayed this Thanksgiving morning, and the numbers are only climbing as the day goes on. Airports across the country are packed with anxious travelers, many of whom have already spent hours waiting in line, hoping for updates that never seem to come. On top of thousands more yesterday, the backlog is growing, with terminals filling up and patience wearing thin. For some, it's the second or even third day of uncertainty as cancellations ripple through the system. Major hubs like Chicago O'Hare, Minneapolis-St. Paul, and Detroit are bracing for the worst, with ripple effects nationwide. These airports are critical links, and when they slow down, the entire country feels it. As the storm moves east, delays will hit New York, Boston, and D.C. by Sunday. Meteorologists warn that the worst is yet to come, and travelers are urged to check their flights and prepare for last-minute changes. On the ground, heavy snow is closing highways and causing accidents, stranding drivers in freezing conditions. Emergency crews are working around the clock, but the relentless snowfall is making every rescue more difficult. Interstate closures in Minnesota are leaving travelers stuck, turning simple drives into hazardous ordeals. What should have been a routine trip home for the holidays has become a test of patience and endurance. For many, a missed flight or closed road means lost moments with family. The emotional toll is just as real as the logistical nightmare, as people face the prospect of spending the holiday apart. These aren't just statistics. They're stories of disrupted holidays and dashed hopes. Each delay and cancellation represents a family waiting, a reunion postponed, or a celebration put on hold. The gridlock on roads and runways is a stark reminder of how vulnerable our plans are to nature's power. No matter how much we prepare, sometimes the weather simply wins. This storm is touching millions of lives in real, stressful ways, forcing everyone to adapt, wait, and hope for a break in the clouds. Winter storm. Bellamy is more than just snow. It's a complex system with multiple threats, each one capable of disrupting daily life across vast regions of the country. The upper Midwest and Great Lakes will see 6 to 12 inches of heavy, wet snow, risking power outages and dangerous roads. The weight of this snow can snap tree limbs and bring down power lines, leaving thousands in the dark and making travel nearly impossible in some areas. Meanwhile, the South faces severe thunderstorms, damaging winds, and flash flooding from Kansas to Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley. Torrential downpours could quickly overwhelm drainage systems, while strong gusts threaten to topple trees and damage property. As the storm passes, a surge of Arctic air will send temperatures plummeting, up to 25 degrees below average in some areas. This sudden drop will catch many off guard, with wind chills making it feel even colder. Slushy roads will freeze overnight, creating sheets of ice and new hazards for travelers. Black ice will be especially dangerous, making even short trips risky for drivers and pedestrians alike. By Sunday, the East Coast will see cold, wind-driven rain, with snow possible in higher elevations inland. Urban areas could see flooding, while mountain towns brace for accumulating snow and slippery conditions. Major airports from Dallas to Boston will face delays, and even the I-95 corridor won't escape disruption. Travelers should expect cancellations, long lines, and slow-moving traffic as the storm moves through. This is a multifaceted storm, impacting nearly everyone east of the Rockies. Its effects will be felt from the Great Plains to the Atlantic coast, touching millions of lives. Whether it's snow, rain, or cold, Bellamy is making travel treacherous. People everywhere are urged to stay alert and plan ahead to stay safe. The storm's reach is as broad as it is dangerous, reminding us how quickly weather can change and how important it is to be prepared for whatever comes next. The Midwest and Great Lakes are ground zero for Bellamy's fury. Blizzard conditions, whiteouts, and life-threatening cold. Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan face near-zero visibility and impassable roads. Major interstates are closing, and even fleets of snowplows may be overwhelmed. Air travel is grinding to a halt, with hundreds of flights canceled at Chicago, Minneapolis, and Detroit. The ripple effect will snarl flights nationwide, stranding planes and passengers far from the storm. Power outages are likely as heavy snow and wind bring down trees and lines. For residents, a blizzard and blackout in sub-freezing temperatures is a true emergency. Utility crews are on alert, but restoring power in these conditions is slow and dangerous. This isn't just a travel story, it's a test of community resilience and winter preparedness. The National Weather Service is sounding the alarm. Watches and warnings blanket the Midwest and beyond. Their message: hazardous travel is likely, and roads may become impassable from Friday night through Saturday. If you must travel, pack an emergency kit, blankets, food, water, and a charged phone. The safest move: alter your plans, leave early, delay your trip, or find another route. Flyers should check with airlines before heading to the airport. Many are offering flexible rebooking. The NWS is also warning of severe storms in the south and dangerous cold everywhere. Dress in layers, protect against frostbite, and check on vulnerable neighbors. Heeding these warnings could be the difference between a safe journey and a dangerous ordeal. Airports are facing their toughest test since the 2023 government shutdown strained staffing and operations. Now, record passenger numbers and a crippling storm are pushing the system to its limits. De-icing bottlenecks, crowded terminals, and stressed air traffic controllers are all part of the challenge. Airlines are proactively canceling flights to avoid stranding crews, but rebooking thousands of passengers will take days. With planes already full, the backlog could last well into next week. This storm is exposing every weakness in our travel infrastructure. The road to recovery will be slow, but safety remains the top priority. If you're caught in the holiday travel mess, stay informed and prepared. Check weather and road conditions before leaving. Use official sources and traffic cams. For air travel, sign up for flight alerts and use your airline's app for updates and rebooking. If your flight is canceled, try calling or using the app before waiting in long lines. Prepare your car for winter. Check tires, fluids, and pack an emergency kit with blankets, snacks, and a phone charger. Keep your gas tank at least half full in case of long delays. For flyers, pack essentials in your carry-on in case you're stranded. Most importantly, stay patient and kind. Everyone's in this together. The journey may be tough, but the destination, reuniting with loved ones, is worth it. Safety first, and remember, this disruption is temporary. Winter Storm Bellamy has disrupted millions of Thanksgiving plans, but safety comes first. The storm's impact is widespread, but so is the resilience of travelers and communities. Heed the warnings, stay flexible, and keep checking for updates. Delays are frustrating, but the holiday spirit endures in acts of patience and kindness. The storm will pass, the skies will clear, and reunions will happen, perhaps with a new story to tell. Let's look forward to brighter days and safe journeys ahead. From all of us, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving conclusion.